The heart rate kid. I'm fucking these bitches, they hard again. I'm breaking these bitches hard again.
What's up, you bastards? Yeah, it's been a really good productive day. Went to the gym, ate some of my delicious food I made a great shake with protein and strawberries and peanut butter, avocado, all that good shit. And just watch Bird Box. So yeah, y'all check that shit out. That shit funny. The memes are hilarious. There's memes all over the internet now. If you've seen Bird Box, you'll get the memes. Funny shit. So yeah, I'm not promoting for them. They're not paying me to promote. But just a good ass movie. But without further ado, I want to dive into the topic today. Right? And the topic we're going to talk about today is kind of brings everything together. Right? It encapsulates the bastard mentality. It encapsulates masculinity. It encapsulates high value, right? So if you are lacking in any of these departments, you need to start following this rule. Like, if you are someone who can pull this off confidently, then by all means do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to rain on nobody's parade. If you good at this type of thing, by all means. But very few people can deal with this. And I'm going to talk about it. This is the code approach. Very few people can successfully pull off code approaches. And they're not sustainable in my opinion. But if you can sustainably pull off code approaches and get results and get a whole bunch of ass, whole lot of chicks in rotation, by all means be my guest. But my crowd, I'm talking to people who already got, a few girls. I'm not talking to absolute beginners because my whole theme about being a bastard, it pretty much implies that, you've gotten asked before and it might be a girl or two that you have a number. So basically I help you kind of after you get the number. But as far as getting the number, you guys got to have some sort of game to at least, get the number or at least, have one or two girls attracted to you. If not, that's what I'm trying to get you guys by improving yourselves. And I'm going to make a video on that, how the three things: improving your finances, improving your body, and improving your social life. I'll make videos on those three things, which will get you numbers, which will get girls attracted to you. But without further ado, I want to talk about real quick why I personally do not like code approaching. So yeah, I was a little stud. I was a young grasshopper, in these streets, terrorizing these streets with my pickup artist game. You know what I'm saying? I was pulling up, going back to my friend. Guess what? You know how many numbers I got today? I got 10 numbers. And there's always that motherfucker who got 12, 13, 14 numbers, and your whole day ruined. Like, he got more numbers than me. Bro, that shit is bullshit. How many numbers you could get? Trust me, from personal experience and from coaching some guys, like some people who you'd be surprised, they'll get 10, 15 numbers, right? Because all these pickup artists, they love talking about make approaches, get numbers, get Snapchats, all that shit. And while that is vital, that is not the most important thing. It's the saying, which is quality over quantity. Yes, the dating game is a numbers game, but to an extent. The code approach game is almost completely a numbers game, and the only way your ass is going to get results is if the girl was into you anyway, which means that if you could see, I'm an engineer, right? Engineering is all about the simplest solution to hard problems, right? If there's a easy way to do a hard way, the engineer will always opt for the easy way, even if the easy way is a kind of ugly looking version or it doesn't look nice. That's for architects. Artists go for things that look nice. Engineers, we don't care if it looks nice. It could be a fucking box. But if the box gets the job done, we'll take the box any day over some, aerodynamic, sexy looking object. So I hate to get all technical with you guys, but this is what I apply. This is why my strategies are unique, because I apply the straight truth. First of all, I keep it 100 with you guys. I tell y'all the easiest way to go from point A to Z, which is meeting a girl to the bedroom. I cut out all the middlemen, everything that's some extra shit. Call me Edward Scissorhands. I'll pull up with the fucking Thule. I cut all that shit out, right? So I'm like the snippet tool. I cut all this unimportant bullshit out. And code approaching to me is bullshit. Like, it's highly ineffective. It's not sustainable. It'll drain your ass out, and you can't do it forever. You know, it's almost like it's like a Netflix free trial. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got it for a month, but after that, your ass gonna have to pay. That's how it is. It's one of those things. You know, it's real good in the beginning, and you get that confident boost, like, oh, I got a number, but then it's gonna make your ass kick your ass. It's gonna kick your ass later on when you realize that them numbers ain't mean shit, and you gonna end up being even sadder than you were. So it's bad. And another thing, it makes you look bad because it bases your happiness off of basically how many numbers you got, which is a very submissive mindset. As a man of value, as a man of importance, you should never make women your priority. And cold approaching automatically puts you, you know, that kind of, it goes with that concept of chasing women. And that idea, that mindset automatically lowers your value. The moment you're talking to a girl and she knows that your number one priority is pursuing women, that's what you do, is chase girls. You know, you don't want to be associated with that. You'll have a stink of death on you. I know guys, you know, they go to clubs, they go to parties, they sit in the corner just looking around. You know, just on the prowl. You know, like there's some kind of fucking substitute teacher in a foreign classroom, just looking at all the distractions and all the, you know, all the things on the menu, like some creep. Trust me, girls aren't stupid. They're like dogs. You know, people like to say men are dogs. No, girls are dogs, because, you know, just like dogs can smell the fear on you, women can smell the stink of death. Women can smell the desperation and your lack of pussy, and the fact that you don't get no ass, and the fact that you put them on such a pedestal. They can smell that shit, and when they get a whiff of that shit, they run for the hills. But that's the topic for another video. But that's just why I don't cold approach, because not to be redundant, it's just takes too much effort, it's not sustainable, and it lowers your value. Now, I'm all about solutions. What you should do instead of cold approaching is do something called looking for indicators of interest, right? So girls who are interested in you, right? First of all, I want to just throw some misconceived notions out the window. No, you can't be no 400-pound motherfucker trying to pull some girl that you might, who's like an 8 or a 9 or a 10. Yes, there are 8 or 9s or 10 who have chubby fever. You know, yes, there are 8, 9s, and 10 who will date a dude living in his grandmother's basement. Yes, there are 8, 9s, and 10 who will date a guy who has no ambition, who has no goals, and is just working at McDonald's. However, if you want to improve your odds, why would you limit your options? I always ask people this. They be like, well, you know, being fat is not gonna hurt, or being broke not gonna hurt. But yeah, you can still get girls being like that. But wouldn't you rather have better options? Guys, listen, you should always be trying to improve your options. Like, for example, I might have a body count of like, you know, 40, 50 girls per year, you know, but why wouldn't I try to go for 50, 60, you know, 70, 80 girls per year? You know what I'm saying? There's always room for improvement. Never settle, right? And that's the mentality you guys, and I'm hoping to develop with you guys over my videos, is that to always be pushing forward. Always be trying to up the bar, raise the bar. Never settle for what you have. What you have is never enough. That's what I'm trying to ingrain in you guys' head, right? And that shit just oozes through your pores, and girls will be all over you because they'll be like, oh man, this dude ain't never satisfied. And they'll be thinking, oh man, he'll never be satisfied with me, right? That's what your actions speak louder than your words. When they see you ambitious like that, it'll also scare them, like, if he's ambitious in this aspect of life, he's probably really gets easily bored with girls too. So they'll try harder. You ever get a girl to suck your soul out your body? Listen, guys, you ain't never been fucked until a girl fuck you because of your ambition. She'll fuck the shit out of you. I mean, she'll swallow your kids. She'll be on the balls. She'll get her friend to do a threesome. Girls will do all sorts of crazy shit when they see you on your mission. When they see you have just an unrelentless, furious drive, you know, to achieve your goals. So whatever that is, get on y'all goals, you know. And I'm gonna make videos about this, you know, how to you know, find your mission and stay true to your mission. But yeah, that sex is way better when girls know what they got at stake, and they really raise the bar. We're gonna keep this video short. So yeah, approach girls who are giving you indicators of interest. And I'm gonna just list about 3 of these. So one big indicator of interest is a girl who holds and makes eye contact with you, right? Especially if you so look, like me personally, I'm a big black dude. I'm 6'2", black. I'm about 215 pounds. I'm a big guy, right? So most girls, guys are physically bigger than girls. Most girls won't make eye contact with a really kind of big intimidating dude, right? So the fact that if you a big intimidating dude and she make eye contact with you like that, either she's some dyke made bitch or she is into you, right? So that's a good sign, especially if she holds it for at least 2 seconds or 3 seconds. You look at her, she's still looking at you. That's a huge sign she wants you to approach her. Now, will you approach her? That's up to you. But these are the girls you should actually be talking to. These are the girls you should be getting a number. Not the girls who don't look at you twice, who are finding any excuse to lead a conversation, who are looking distracted when you're talking to them. These are not the girls that you want to be wasting your time with. Another big sign that she's not into you, actually, right? So these are things that stay away from this girl. She will waste your time. Is if you walking by, is the opposite. She's looking everywhere but you. You pull up, she looking everywhere, like she got the fucking Parkinson's disorder. She just contorting everywhere, looking everywhere except you, as if she's like disturbed by your presence. Stay away from this girl. She's gonna be a heartache, waste of time. Listen, guys, you guys need to start accepting the fact that some girls just will not be attracted to you. Listen, girls aren't stupid. From the get-go, girls kind of know what kind of type they have. They all have types, right? And if you're not their type, some girls will not even acknowledge you, and that's okay. For every girl that doesn't like you, there's 2 or 3 who will. And the other thing is, don't lose hope, guys, is you can always appeal to these type of girls who didn't like you at first through personal growth, right? So they just don't. So I always say to myself, okay, I'm probably just not her type. Or, once I, continue my journey, and keep building, to where I want to be, then I may become her type. So listen, guys, there's no end all say, you can always build yourself to become a type of a girl who rejected you in the past. So don't worry about that. Just keep on moving, keep it moving. Another good sign a girl's interested, say you just, you in a library studying, or you in the gym, you ever just see the bitch that just keep popping up? Listen, it's not a coincidence. If she keep popping up next to you and you just notice her, she just always there when you there. Girls, they actually plan this shit. More likely than not, she kind of set herself up there, just being next to you, because she wants you to make an approach, guys. So these are just a few ways to know that a girl is interested. There's different rules at parties, different rules at clubs, but I'm just talking about kind of like in college setting, because I know a lot of my audience is like in college, so I just wanted to appeal to that. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna keep this short. I just really wanted to ingrain in you guys the type of mindset y'all should be coming. It's 2019. We're not pursuing these hoes anymore. We letting these hoes pursue us, right? We going into the new year, like I always say, dicks out, right? And we get making them bodies. We increasing them body counts. All right, Bastard Dating. We out of here. Like, subscribe, comment below. Support my Patreon. And it's the new year, so get these coaching sessions in. I got a lot of jewels to drop. All right, take care.
The Harvey kid. The Harvey kid. I'm fucking these bitches. Oh, no. I say, they don't understand me.